Well, hello there. It is high noon on May 29th, 2020, and I'd love to give you guys a little bit of an update on Bitcoin. Before I get into any of this, of course, this is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research, and I'm giving my opinion on the market here. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the market looks like. Before I get into this, I'm going to be using indicators. I use the same indicators all the time. I take a look at the algo, but the waves indicator is what I focus the most on. It is my strategy in all of my trading. And of course, on our Discord server, we talk about this all the time. If you want access to our Discord server, just throw in a comment here in the YouTube chat. I'll be more than happy to get an invite code out to you. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, so we've been keeping an eye on this for a while here. We've got some technical targets based on what we've got here. This does look like we're getting close to a top here. Probably going to be making another push down. We're still watching this 8,500 mark. We're still watching 8,500. I know we are sitting up here. We pushed up to 9,600, and I do think we're going to push a little bit higher. Probably going to try for 9,800 again. I'm not so sure that we're going to make that push to 10K, although it is very, very likely that we do. But let's go ahead and see what we've got here. All right, so we're trying to play out this complex correction that we've got going on here, and so we have a nice impulse, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're calling this a 5 into wave 1, and then what we're looking at here is more than likely an A, B, and a C into the A, and then we have an expansion, so an A and a B into an expansion, moving ourselves up to a C. I'm not so sure that this C is actually in yet. I do think we're going to go a little bit higher, which is going to be this B. So we have an A, and then A, B, C into the B. Again, looking for potentially 9,800. We'll see. We'll see. And then going down for the C. And so this target for the C, depending on how high this goes, and I really think it like 9,800 is probably as high as it's going to get. We're going to be looking for really a move down to this 8,500 mark, which is going to be the 786. We pushed beyond the 618. So I'm just going to go ahead and outline this here real quick. Let me just clear this guy out of here just to kind of clear up the airwaves. So right here was our 618 push. We bought this one big time and we sold it up here. It was a really, really good move that we got out of this, at near the top, right? So we got a good move there. We had a significant move down, and I tried to buy again. I was somewhere around right here. I bought again. I had a stop loss basically right here where I stopped right there, and we were seeing some resistance here. And if I zoom into this, we'll be able to see this resistance pretty well. So right here, lots of resistance we saw. We tried to push up above. We had a rejection. We had resistance here again. We had a little bit of a rejection. Finally pushed through, and then it became support. Okay, the reason why I point that out is, I was in a trade from up here. I got stopped out. And then I felt confident that it was going to go a little bit lower because of the resistance that we were getting here, because this support became this resistance. And so naturally I was thinking, okay, well, we're going to be going a little bit lower. I'm more than happy to buy back, but I want lower prices. Well, I got greedy, and so now I'm not in, right? I'm not in the market. I'm actually short from I'm not sure the exact price point, but it's somewhere in this range, 91 to 9,200. So yeah, I'm a little bit underwater. I'm happy to admit it, and that's okay because I don't use high leverage. And for it to go against me a little bit, that's okay. I'm all right with that. I'm not losing a whole lot. But anyway, I still believe we are probably going to come back down here to 85 based on what I see here. So again, what do I see? Let me go ahead and move to a lower time frame. And what I see here, I see a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's nice impulsive up here, the first wave. And then we have an ABC here. And then I see another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 1. We have a correction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 3. Another correction. And then here we have a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this move. So if this was a 5, 3, 5 into the C, then this is done. Okay, then this is done. Up here, we're complete, and this move is finished. All right. If that is a 535, this move is done. We are finished. Now, if this is a 1, 2, 3, and not an A, B, C, right? 535. This is a pretty tall 5-wave structure here. Let's just take a look at this from a technical standpoint using our trend-based fib extension tool from down here, move ourselves up, and then move ourselves down. You know, we hit this 1618. We went beyond the 1618. The 2618 is sitting right up there again at 9800. All right, so there it is again, talking about us potentially getting to 9800. It's still very possible that that happens, that we do move up a little bit higher. But I think the structure here is supportive of a move that this is complete, that this is done. You know, one thing that I will say that I don't like is that this 3 that I've got outlined here is just, it's not that good. I think it would be more inclined to call this the 3 up here, and this is the 4, and then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That actually looks a little bit better. I like that better. So yeah, I think that it's very possible this is done. What we're going to have to start paying attention to, and we talk about horizontals all the time, this level right here, if we stay below that level, which is going to be, you know, we'll call it 94.75. It's probably close to about that level. That's going to be pretty important for us. Yeah, it's right around 94.75. We had support here. We had a push up and then a rejection, and we've been below it, right? We had another bearish retest here, and we're below it. The next level, which we're going to be paying attention to, is going to be, whoops, it's going to be this level right here, which is going to be at 9,300. So if we break below 9,300, that's not good. Then we're going to be looking for breaking below 9,100. Then we're going to be, you know, again, you guys get the idea. Then we're going to be looking at 9,000. Ultimately, we're looking for down here. We've got lots of confluence at 85. If we get down to 85, that would be fantastic. That would complete the C wave. That would complete the 2. I think this this falling wedge, I'm going to go ahead and remove this because I don't think it's valid anymore. We've already broken up and out of it. So let's take a look at that. Remove it. So I think that that is done. That is gone. So you know, the bigger question that we've got here is the 2 here, or is the 2 going to be coming a little bit lower? I believe it's going to be coming a little bit lower. Part of the reason why I believe that, I'm going to go ahead and go back to an hourly time frame because we've got a lot of garbage here in the chart. So looking on an hourly time frame, we've got the hourly curling up, which is why we're starting to see a little bit of an uptrending move right now. The 3-hour is down. The 12-hour is getting close to being in overbought conditions. Okay, so there is support that, or at least technical reasoning behind a move down and not necessarily up. Like I know we're going up right now, right? Because the hourly is down in oversold conditions. So, you know, realistically, we could see this last move up here to 98. If we are done with this move, then 94.75 should continue to be resistance. If we push up above 94.75, I do think 9,800 is in the cards. I think 9,800 is very much in the cards. We could very well see us get up to 9,800, and where that's actually from. I have to be up and honest with you guys. I have 2 short positions open. I have one short from 9,800, and then I've got the other short from down here, like 90, 91, 9,200. So I'll add to my position at 9,800 if we do get up there. I think it's like 97, 96. $9,796, not 9,700, 9,600. But I've got a short from up there that I'll gladly add to if we happen to get up there. I got into that short back here. I've been holding it ever since. I've been collecting a little bit of funding. Nothing, you know, nothing really crazy. But you know, if we do push up here to 9,800, then I think that that's probably going to be the top of this move. If we push up above 10,000 again, that's extremely bullish, and I do believe that we're going to go back to where we were talking before. I've still got this highlighted up here. If we're going to make it to 11,005 to 11,007, that's ultimately our bullish goal, which I still say we're going to be going down. But if we break up above 10 again, I think it's very, very likely that we're going to see 11 to 11.5. So just kind of keep that in mind. Be ready for that because this is a 1, a 2, right? So if the 2 is here and we're working on an impulse, then we're basically working on a 1, 2, and then we're going to be looking for 3, 4, 5, and that's going to be taking us up there, right? So these are just kind of sitting out here. There's nothing technical about them, but more than likely, if we do break up above, we're going to be seeing something like this happen. Be expecting a big move to the upside when we move above 10K. Now, do I think that we're going to go back down to 6K? Yeah, I do. I do think we are. My main count has us go ahead and continuing to move down to this level here, which is at about 63, 6,400. I think it's very, very likely that we see something like that happen. So let me remove some of this. And depending on where we land, I'm going to try and clean this up a little bit for you guys. We know that we've got this set up here going down to the 786. I've got the 786 outlined with this line here. So let's just see where we could potentially land if we make our way up to that 11.7. And 11.7 is the 786 of the larger move to the downside. So let's take our Fibonacci and try and pull ourselves down here to the very bottom, right here. Get as close as I can. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be close. We've got this guy up here. If we make ourselves all the way up here to 11.7, our 50 is right here at 65. Our 618 is right here at 56, right? More than likely, we're just going to come back down to the 50. I doubt we'd make our way all the way down here to the 618. If we break down below this, then I do think we probably are going to make our way to the 618. You know, we should have lots and lots of support here. Just taking a look at the resistance here, then that turned into support. If we come back down here again, you know, we're creating the inevitable, you know, as somebody was talking to me earlier about turning it into a potential rainbow effect where we've got something like this happening here where we move our way up and then we move our way down. Very possible that happens. Something that I'm not seeing here is what we had historically seen in the bear market of 2018. The last time we saw a big monster sell-off was back on March 13th. We really haven't seen big days like that. But at the same time, Bitcoin has gone up, you know, over 100% from the bottom. Even from down here at 4,000 or even 4,500, we've gone up 100%, right? So I was talking on the Discord on the 13th. I'm like, yeah, you guys need to buy 4,500. You guys need to buy 5,000, and we've gone up 100%. So you know, are we going to go up another 100%? I don't know. From here, not in the next month or two, in my opinion. We are not having enough sustained volume to support a move to the upside. You know, if we take a look at the volume, and really the volume on BitMEX has really disappeared because they really screwed over a lot of people on the 13th. You know, I think a lot of people moved to a different exchange. I think a lot of people just left the market completely. But of course, when something like that happens, it's good to capitalize off of that. And again, the price has gone up 100% since then. But anyway, enough about that. Again, but the volume, we just haven't seen enough volume to support a continued move to the upside. We need to see volume kick in. Very likely, 10K is going to be our resistance, and we're consolidating here pretty nicely. If we're doing an A, B, C, D, E, then you know, if this 4 wave is really going to extend out that far, and you know, it's hard to think that this is really a 4 wave that we're still in. Only reason why I say that is because this 2 didn't last very long at all, and this 3 took so long to complete. It's not very clean. It looks more corrective than it looks impulsive. So that's why I'm thinking even if we do make this move up here to 11 to 11.5, we're still going to find ourselves down at the 6,000 levels here over the next couple months. I do think we're going to have a big bull run on the last half of the year, but you know, be watching for XBT Z20. It's not currently launched on BitMEX yet, but wherever that starts to move is likely the direction that we're going to be moving for the duration of that. So we're going to be looking for the next month, month and a half for that to you know, to make its way into the market. So we'll be watching that, seeing how that goes. But this is my thought on the market right now. So again, just to kind of talk through this one more time, we're still watching this. We're still watching 94.75, seeing if this is going to continue to be resistance. If we do push up above that, we got to have a close below it. So we can have a wick above it, that's fine, but we got to close below it. We have our 21 exponential that was sitting right, I think it's about 94.50 or so. Let's go ahead and pull this in, see where our 21 exponential is. It's at 94.31. We're currently trading below that. That's currently going to be our resistance. We did have a test of the 55 exponential on the hourly, but the 3-hour looks bearish. The 12-hour, it's getting up there. Which means we are still in an uptrend, even though we're pushing down right now. Very easily this could be seen as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We work on a correction up, and then we have a larger move down. So if this is the top, and we're starting to see signs of a impulsive move to the downside. If this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we should be working on an ABC correction. Then we need to have an accelerated move to the downside. We have to have a strong move to the downside after this corrective move. That's going to be our indication that we are going to be realizing the 8,500 mark. Again, lots can happen between now and then. Nobody has a crystal ball. We're looking at our moving averages, we're looking at our support and resistance levels, and we're watching our fib levels as well, which we've already talked about, this being our 786 here at 8,500, and that would still support a move to 11.5. But ultimately, I think what's going to happen, if you put a gun to my head and said, where do you think the market's going to go? I think we're probably going to make one more move to the upside, probably at 9,800. Then we're going to come down here to 8,500. Then what we're going to see from there is a move up to potentially 11 to 11.5. And from there, we're going to go down to 6. Basically, we're going to drop 50%. That's probably going to happen between now and August. So again, a little bit of a move up to 98, maybe a move down to 85, a move up to 11.5, then we're going to go down to probably 6 to 64. And from there, then it's probably going to be clear skies up to maybe 18K, 20K, something like that. That's what I think is probably going to happen. So it's up to you whether or not you want to get caught in the chop between now and then. I would be waiting. If you're not in the market, I would say you could probably hop in, anywhere in the 8,000 range, between 8,000 and 9,000, probably get into that. Get out at 11 to 11.5, make a couple $1,000s. I don't know about shorting. I think shorting up there is probably wise, but if you're not able to short, just take some profit and wait for ourselves to find our way down in the in the 5,000 to 6,000 range. A lot of people are going to be caught with their pants down. They're going to be wondering why is Bitcoin price all the way down here? It doesn't make any sense. They're going to be selling, I'm going to be buying, and then we're going to be waiting. And when the price gets back up to 10, 15K, a lot of people are going to be chasing the green candles, trying to get into the market when we've been talking about buying at 5,000 to 6,000. We've been talking about that since March. All right, guys, that's all I've got for right now. But if this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. We'd love to have you on the Discord. If you want an invite to the Discord, just throw in a comment here in the YouTube chat. I'll be more than happy to get an invite code out to you. And wherever you're in the world, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good night and a good evening. Stay happy, stay healthy, and take care, everyone.